Hola, muy buenas, estamos aquí en otro vídeo más de The Other Worlds 2. Así que sin más dilación, espero que os guste y ¡comenzamos!
DeVries said the grand plan made her do it, huh? Jeez, kinda preachy. Keep it in the monastery, lady.
Déjame seguir por donde me quedé. Al subir de nivel aumenta tus puntos de salud. Recibes puntos para mejorar tus talentos y accedes a unas mejoras. No sé qué más. Bueno, nos habíamos quedado... Bueno, ahora mismo en ver a mi personaje precioso y hermoso. Pero nos habíamos quedado en ver a Nails. No sé si se dice así, yo lo voy a llamar así. Niles, Nils, Nils. Sería Nils. Vamos a llamarlo así. Nils. Nos habíamos quedado en verle a él. Pero antes vamos a explorar un poco por aquí. ¡Ah! Ratrucha de la Premium Edition. Esta ratruchilla avariciosa representa lo peor de los excesos corporativistas. Mírala, pequeña, ataviada con riquezas acumuladas, proyectando poderío para ocultar sus sentimientos de ineptitud. En su presencia no existe el menor decoro, pero es bastante mona. Y al tenerla de cerca te sientes un poquitín más pudiente y, por ende, mejor. Oh... Oh... Ay, ¿cómo debería llamarte? Eres una ratrucha. Te llamaré... Remo. Remo... o Nemi. Nemi mejor, que me suena mejor. Nemi. Ne de Nemo. Y mi de Remi. Oh, casco de hibernación. Mola, pues tener mascota. Todo está muy cambiado. Recordatorio. La respuesta al consejo puede tardar entre 13 y 18 meses laborables. Selecciona el mensaje que desea abrir. Misión fallida. El programa está encubierto y continúa viajando con el arcade hasta nuevo aviso. El último informe. También hemos recibido tu solicitud de extracción. Lamentablemente es posible proceder con la extracción en este momento. Espera entre 6 y 12 meses antes de enviar otra solicitud. El Consejo ha valorado el valor sostenido durante más de 6 años. No obstante, es absolutamente esencial que sigamos vigilando a Colonia. Solicitud de extracción delegado.
This unit requires your assistance, Commander. Records indicate that lockboxes, such as the two housed in this dispenser, were originally part of a failed smuggling operation. Special lockbox keys are needed to open them. After discovering the first lockbox, Agent Ibarra installed this dispenser to house additional lockboxes, which may be located throughout the colony. Unfortunately, due to a jam, the dispenser is currently inoperable. Agent Ibarra deprioritized its repair in order to focus on rescuing you, Commander.
Vaya.
Theorizing. Extracting the contents from the first lockbox may disencumber the dispenser, allowing it to return to normal operations. This unit has an advanced decryption key that can open the first lockbox, Commander. Agent Ibarra updated this unit's security protocols following an incident of minor exposure. This unit is currently forbidden from unlocking containers, safes, and bathrooms in use. Helpful addendum. Scans also indicate an Auntie's Choice dematerializer within the first lockbox, which you may find useful in the discreet disposal of bodies, Commander. An Earth Directorate agent prepares for all eventualities, including but not limited to unpremeditated murder. Additionally, the second lockbox's contents may contain parts to upgrade your Valerie unit. Upgrades are recommended to improve your experience of Valerie.
Lo que haga falta para que funciones bien.
An upgraded Valerie unit will boost the team's overall level of effectiveness by an estimated 87.3%. Please be on the lookout for any additional lockboxes, which may be stored here for your convenience.
Desmaterializador ácido de Tita. Lanza una ráfaga de pringue extremadamente volátil al activarse, con lo que inflige daño de corrosión a una distancia muy corta. Los cadáveres con los que impacte se disolverán, de manera que nadie pueda encontrarlos o actuar de consecuencia. Se ruega a un ingeniero este líquido, deséchese por vías seguras todo el resto de ácido. Abstenerse de ingerir los restos. El desmaterializado ácido de Tita es un dispositivo silencioso que inflige daño y corrosión a los enemigos a corta distancia. Ah, qué guay.
Congratulations on your acquisition of the dematerializer. The dispenser is now functioning normally.
Necesito 4.
To conceal homicides has also been increased by 85.9%.
¿Y el arma dónde está? Ahora ya no está... Bueno, después de 10 años. Ahora está cerrado. A ver cómo está mi habitación. ¡Mira! Recompensa del pase de temporada muñeco cabezón de Don Lunático. Liberado de Ganga espacial tras la fusión hostil con Titacleo. El querido muñeco de Don Lunático ha quedado libre de toda protección de propiedad intelectual y ahora forma parte del asalto comercial de Tita. Una avalancha de coleccionables por exhibir. No es el mejor muñeco cabezón que ofrezca como recompensa el pase de temporada, pero sí el único. Ah, mira tú, qué guay. Ay, cerrajería, me cago en la cerrajería. Esto puede significar que puedo abrir las de los demás. Ah, el comandante era más grande.
Years and I still can't get my head around what Augustine did. Sacrificing our whole team. And for what? What did our blood pay for?
Pues no lo sé. Nice.
Oh, Commander. Thought you were Val. Glad to see you up and ambling about. And not, human stew. More like 9 and change. And a rough 9 years at that. But who's counting? You know, when I first learned some of the escape pods made it away from the station, I'd hoped. I mean, I did search for you.
Oh, qué majo, me fue a
Just as soon
buscar.
as I was able. Might be you're giving me more grace than I deserve, but either way, thank you. So then, I gather Val's described our state of affairs?
Confirmed. The commander has received a full briefing on the following topics: the invasion of Arcadia, the rift, and Agent DeVries' survival.
DeVries.
Pues sí.
Would have been better if she joined the dead. I figured she'd done just that until I got the alert that she brought down the Earth Directorate satellite. If she's of a mind to, she could use the information on that thing to destabilize the rift and destroy Arcadia. She was one of us, Commander. It's our responsibility to stop her.
Pues sí.
It'll be an adventure. Funny how often you seem to stumble into those. She's going to ground now, but as part of her original undercover mission, DeVries was inserted at the Vox relay station on Paradise Island. She'd have followed protocol, established a safe room there. Wager that's where we'll find clues as to her present plans and whereabouts. Thank you, Commander. Means a lot coming from you. Just to be clear, I'm
Oh,
not
no
saying
hace
we stroll up to the
falta.
Vox station and knock nicely. The Vox is highly restricted and heavily defended. It'd be a death sentence. We might ought to explore the island first, find out what we can. The satellite alert pinged DeVries' tracker in a town, name of Fairfield. Wasn't nowhere clear as yours, so we need to poke around a bit. Doubt she's there now, but it seems a better place to start than insulting her protectorate communications hub. Sooner we get to Paradise Island, the better.
Edén, la luna colonizada más grande y poblada de Elisio. Disfruta de una atmósfera respirable y de un clima tropical, por lo que apenas hizo falta una mínima terraformación para hacerla habitable. Suaves ráfagas soplan en dirección uniforme y dan lugar a agujas esculpidas por el viento. Sobre gran parte del idílico paisaje que la luna puede observarse rastros de batallas, si bien quedan varias zonas intactas.
Ought to bring Val with us when we leave. She might not look it, but she can be fearsome in a fight.
Acompañantes. Durante tu aventura puedes seleccionar hasta 2 acompañantes a la vez para que te sigan y te ayuden. Cada uno tiene una habilidad especial que se puede activar después de cargarse. Cada habilidad acompañante es diferente y puede provocar a los enemigos, lanzarles una rápida ráfaga de daño o incluso curarte. Los acompañantes también suben de nivel contigo, obtienen un punto de ventaja por cada 5 niveles que puedes gastar en el registro. Bueno, pues los llevaré a ellos. Bienvenidos a la isla Paraíso.
Being this close to DeVries feels like we're finally on track to set the universe aright. Anyway, need something, Commander?
Eso casi esos sonidos. Traste de campo. Me gustaría sacar las partes de tus datos para la ingeniería.
Sure. Always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind?
Ah,
Is it me, or has my ankle been squeaking? You can hear it too, right? Must be the damn rotator again. Anyway, need something, Commander?
me gustaría saber algo más sobre la fusión entre Tita, Cleo y Ganga espacial.
It was less merger and more hostile takeover. I don't have all the details, but it sounds like Spacer's Choice tried to outmaneuver Anti-Cleo through quasi-legal means and got a hell of a lot more than they bargained for.
Pensaba que iba a
Now,
ganar
her new
Tita Cleo.
brand's been turned into an invasion force bent on conquering the entire system. Funny how life works out. Oh yeah? What's needling you? Fair point. Guess Horizon Point didn't exactly foster a lasting fellowship, did it? All I heard about this moon called Eden ain't much lived up to the name, though. All jesting aside, what's there to tell? Spent the first year getting back up on my feet, literally. Been mostly laying low since then, maintaining my cover. Before the invasion, at least, the Earth Directorate still needed someone to watch the colony, and I had 2 working lamps. Same as you, dumb luck. Barely made it back to the ship on my own power. Don't much recall after that. Val tells me I was in a bad way. I needed an honest-to-law doctor. Found one on Eden willing to patch me up. I'm not adding color when I say he saved my life. Most Protectorate would have snubbed me for bleeding out without the Sovereign's permit. This was before the invasion. Not to say there wasn't some risk, what with the Sentinels and all, but it ain't like it is now. The Protectorate used to believe they were untouchable. Now they know they're mortal, same as the rest of us. That's some hard gravity to pull. Not always. Went a couple of stretches there on low power to avoid detection from Protectorate patrols. I usually shut her down for a few cycles then. The way you're gawping at me right now makes me think I answered that question wrong. I appreciate the concern. Won't lie, had some hard years. Got caught up in a few lost causes, the particulars of which I'd rather not go into now, if it's all the same. No point jawing about history when our ex-agent friend is out there doing her damnedest to ruin the future. I found you. Oh, and Val's been stalling less since I patched her acclimator. Ship doesn't smell anymore. That's about it.
Qué majo, te conté a ti. Ejeje.
Only wish I'd known you were out there. I'd have come sooner. Guess that's one more thing we can thank our good pal DeVries for next time we lay lamps on her. Speaking of, we should probably get back to it. Spratwurst. Be pretty horrifying if I wasn't. I was trying to teach myself some new skills in the galley. Val got it into her hardware. I needed a hobby. I figured Spratwurst ain't an easy meal to mess up. Well, I learned about 20 ways how not to fix a worst. I could ask you the same thing. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I'd gone back to my old life instead of becoming an agent. Stayed on Triangulum, become an engineer or something near to it. I knew joining up with
yo
the Earth
también.
Directorate wasn't going to be a life of low turbulence. But at least it'd have dignity and purpose to it.
Me encanta. Y emociones fuertes. ¡Ojo ahí!
Not much dignity in having your limbs blown off. Sorry, that was...
Me he pasado de cruz.
I just get tired of talking around it, you know? But back to your initial question. Do I regret becoming an agent? Yeah. Some days. But then there's days like the one when I found you. And... well, not much to regret there. Only thing I know for sure is my opinion today is colored by more than just the rosy tint of a low-run kid looking up at the stars. Life's not fair. But it keeps on. You buttering me up for a favor? I'll tell you right now, I'm not taking extra shifts cleaning the head. Ah, well then, thanks. Just hope that good opinion of me holds. I've got time. Like most colonies, good people being ground down from above. A lot of fancy talk from suits about streamlining and quarterly earnings while them on the line barely
Aquí
scrape
es
by.
todo hablar y
Triangle's
hablar
known
y
for churning
hablar.
out freighters, and shipbuilding ain't exactly known for being clean, safe work neither. Especially when corners get cut. Can't remember a time I didn't end the day all banged up, filthy, and smelling like I just crawled out of an exhaust port.
Seguro que estás esperando a la mina por teledir de aquella vida. Yo desde luego lo habría hecho.
It was hard work, sure. But there was something special about seeing one of them long haulers fire up her engines for the first time and knowing you had a hand in her construction. Funny thing was, I wasn't even an engineer back then. But I wanted to learn, so I paid attention. Too good of attention, as it turned out. I was working late one evening and overheard something I shouldn't have. Some bigwigs exchanging inside information that would have cost the corporation a pretty bit. A day later, I was being accused of corporate espionage. Didn't want to bring any heat down on anyone else, so I went on the run before the first jackboot showed up at my door. I was on the run for
¿Cómo pasaste de fugitivo a
I
esto?
don't even know how long. The days sort of bled into one another. I started losing hope of things ever changing for the better. Then, the Earth Directorate showed up. They liberated Triangulum, pulling me and the rest of the colony out from under the corporate boot. Joining up after that just made sense. My folks shuffled off the motor coil when I was little. Assembly line accident. Got passed between some distant relations for a few years.
Vaya, qué pena lo de tu familia.
Cool or nothing, but life on Triangulum was tough. And they had their own families to worry about, you know? I didn't like feeling like I was adding to their burden, so I struck out on my own just as soon as I could. And well, you know how that turned out. Yeah. Thoughts crossed my mind over the years, especially when it was just me and Val. I wish I spent more time with her when I had the chance.
Oh, les echas de menos. Oh.
That's either hope or foolishness, Commander, and I can't tell which. Even if we survive the rift, 10 years is a long time to be gone. No word. They probably figure I'm dead. Void it all.
¡Ay, perdón! Te recuerda a tu familia.
If we ever make it out of this system, I'll take you back to Triangulum, make the introductions myself. Deal? Oh yeah. They're gonna get a real charge out of you.
Me va a presentar a su familia. Ajaja. Bueno, si salimos vivos de esta, claro. Cuéntame, ¿qué conociste a De Vries?
She was one of the four
O José
agents who
Vega.
went ahead to assess just how bad Triangulum had gotten. We met while I was in hiding. I helped her learn the lay of the land, as it were. She was no nonsense. I thought her one of the smartest people I'd ever met. And while she could also be cutting, I felt like I only caught her edge when I deserved it. I liked her. And for some reason, she seemed to take a shine to me. But she wasn't around long. By the time I officially joined up, she'd already moved on to the next mission. Sure was.
Mierda, me lo he
I kept
pasado.
hoping I might run into her during training. But now I know she was busy turning her coat here in Arcadia.
Lo último no sé qué era porque me lo he saltado. Anuncios importantes. Para todos los súbditos del protectorado. Asunto: el invasor corporativistas despiadados. De consultoreau. El azote del capitalismo salvaje ha llegado a Arcadia y consigo ha traído las semillas a su propia destrucción. Su flota invasora agravó la anomalía de la fisura, que se estaba produciendo de manera natural y aún podíamos controlar, lo que provocó que se fracturara más el éter y envió zarcillos invisibles en todas las direcciones. Debido a lo ocurrido, la colonia ha quedado aislada y no recibirá la ayuda que pudiera estar esperando. Pero, como somos autosuficientes en todos los sentidos, no nos supondrá ningún problema. Esos obsesos de los bits pronto conocerán la derrota. Es vuestro deber resistiros a las tentaciones edulcoradas o a las promesas manufacturadas. No, perdón. A las promesas manufacturadas y a los artículos de baja calidad que están usando para intentar subyugar a nuestra apreciada colonia. No titubeéis si tenéis que sacrificar la vida para detenerlos o si tenéis que denunciar a algún otro súbdito por confabulación o debilidad. Cualquier súbdito visto con sus productos será castigado. Todos los superiores del protectorado, el cónsul, la traición de la orden ascendente. A partir de hoy, la orden ascendente se declara enemiga jurada del protectorado. Que hayan optado por algo así tras la invasión corporativa que ha sufrido nuestra querida colonia deja patente su verdadera naturaleza. Ahora es evidente que la incursión corporativa recibe ayuda de los traidores de la orden. De lo contrario, habría quedado sofocado incluso antes de empezar. No temáis, el soberano era consciente de su traición mucho antes de que la pusiera en práctica y no se vio sorprendida por sus actos. Sorprendido. A partir de ahora, cualquier comunicación para o referente a la orden, sea cual sea, se considerará correspondencia enemiga y deberá reenviarse del Ministerio de Veracidad. Para personal la plataforma de aterrizaje, campo justo, de vigilante del orden. Asuntos: mantenimiento temporal de la plataforma de aterrizaje. Por lo presente y por orden del vigilante en orden, la plataforma de aterrizaje de campo justo queda desmantelada. Las tareas de reparación quedan suspendidas y las automecanoides restantes han de apoyar nuestros esfuerzos bélicos. Por otra parte, los súbditos de la plataforma han de presentarse en el despacho del oficial Hawthorne para proceder con su reasignación. Los continuos ataques de nuestros pérfidos enemigos corporativos contra la plataforma de aterrizaje han sido ineficaces y no han contribuido en lo más mínimo a esta decisión. El número de mecanoides perdidos es tan insignificante que no vale la pena mencionarlo, y los rumores de la inminente caída de campo justo ante las avariciosas corporativistas son inciertos y se considera un acto de traición. Ya leí todo. Pata de ratrucha. De la suerte. Los supersticiosos creen que llevar encima una pata de ratrucha de la suerte provoca que las cosas malas pasen de largo, aunque a esa ratrucha no le sirve mucho, ¿verdad?
The Automech Repair Center has been successfully rendered unable to repair automechs. Several patrols have since gone missing in that area. You may wonder whatever could be to blame. Combat drones, a hitherto unknown species of aggressive Edenic wildlife, the Protectorate survivors gone hideous seriously imperiled. Whatever the case, it has been deemed by command an unnecessary distraction. All Anti's choice forces are hereby ordered to avoid the southeast coast of the island entirely. Now, on to other things. This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Vamos a ir por aquí. Por el sitio contrario al que debíamos ir.
Cavern ahead. Seems likely we'll find Crabbles hereabouts.
Try, never settle for less. It's true what they say, money buys happiness.
Let's wreck him!
Later, we've got the goods to make you better than nature. Auntie is the best choice. Bringing back
Cada compañero tiene un nivel especial que se puede activar después de cargarse. Cada uno es diferente y puede provocar a los enemigos lanzarse una rápida ráfaga de daño o incluso curarte. Al estar en combate, los habilidades de los componentes se irán cargando poco a poco, pero la velocidad de recarga puede aumentar usando talentos, ventajas o cierto componente. Conveniente, habilidad conveniente 2. Quita, tía. Que se me muere.
Look at a few corks low, Commander.
Auntie is the best choice. Bringing back the keys.
Look at all those eggs. How fast do these things breed?
No product testing to do. These cheaper prices for you. Auntie is the best choice. Feel the benefits of spending your bits. She's just
Take him out!
it's Auntie's.
Ready to waste them. On your command. Don't like the look of whatever that is. Rift, maybe? Commander, watch your vitals! Not getting up without help, Commander!
That last selection has been scientifically proven to increase productivity, improve morale, and soothe all manner of mental malady in the listening workforce. At least in the lab. Not responsible for night sweats, abnormal bone growth, or prolonged glossolalia. Thank you so much for tuning in to the one wireless station in Arcadia that doesn't tell you what to think, only what to buy.
Purple berry crunch. It's crispy and sweet. Perfect for breakfast or an afternoon treat. Straight from the box or eaten with lunch. There's always time for purple berry crunch. Purple berry crunch. Spelled with a K because it is far more authentic that way. Purple berry crunch is for you and for me. And as always, it is parasite free.
Can't just shoot in the thin air.
Cago en la mar. Volveré.
There's always time for purple berry crunch. Purple berry crunch. Spelled with a K. Because it is far more authentic that way. Purple berry crunch is for you and for me. And as always, it is parasite free.
When we here at Wireless Free Arcadia make on-air misstatements, we own up to it sometimes. Like right now, in this batch of...
Let me know when you need a stretch.
In last Sunday's...
Please seek treatment for bodily trauma.
misquoted a...
¡Qué hostia me ha metido!
2% drop in daily space rivet production. Correction. The decline was only 1.
There you go. Good as new.
¡Coño! Ay, no, a por mí no.
Appreciate a little help, Commander.
Morning, not a trace of regret when you drink
Knew you had my back.
berry tequila. Make the most of what you
¡Y no me das nada, hijo puta!
purple worm when you drink purple berry tequila.
Use your troubles, a sparkling steam with a temporary boost of self-esteem.
When you drink purple berry tequila.
Say, looking for big fruity flavor and plausible deniability for your own whereabouts? Then take a ride on the purple bread worm with purple berry tequila.
You drink purple berry tequila.
It's loaded with additives and preservatives, made with 100% real artificial purple coloring, and has a little added kick to get you going in the morning.
When you drink purple berry tequila.
It's the only tequila that'll pick you up and never let you down. Try purple berry tequila today.
Order and I'll take care of it, Commander.
Purple berry tequila.
¿Qué me ha dado por detrás?
Say, looking for big fruity flavor and plausible
Vale, ya me ha quedado claro que esto es un nivel muy alto para mí.
Then take a ride on the purple bread worm with purple berry tequila.
Muy bien.
Say, looking for big fruity flavor and plausible deniability for your own whereabouts? Then take a ride on the purple bread worm with purple berry tequila.
Bueno, vamos a ir
Berry tequila.
al pueblo ese.
Yes, it's the only tequila that'll pick you up and never let you down. Try purple berry tequila today.
At the risk of sounding glib, that ain't a good sign.
Correction. The sign seems to be functioning nominally.
Can't say the same for the trooper.
Inspiring sponsored content that will boost you to the top rung, plus all the news that's fit for listening. This is Wireless Free Arcadia. Under only one circumstance will Wireless Free Arcadia report hearsay. If it makes the competition look bad. So now, hear this juicy rumor from Protectorate territory. Frontline scuttlebutt has it the Sovereign is missing, Prophets.
Whoa there, go-getter. Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of Auntie's Choice. I'd usually ask if you were affiliated with the previous regime, but you lack the bewildered gaze of a yay-saying Protectorate subject. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all.
Ah, que me tengo que identificar.
Huh. Really? Everyone knows we're cultivating our sprat population for a new deep-fried snack line. So I refuse to fall for such a ham-handed attempt
Vaya,
at
no ha
deception.
funcionado. Lo de las
Look,
ratratruchas.
we're Auntie's Choice. Lying's fine. You downright admire it even, if you pull it off. Next time, try a little harder.
Okay.
End of the day, we let most anybody in. Bottom line's all we care about is our bottom line. That'll be all. Unless you got any questions before you're on your way. What? You been in hibernation or something? We're here to bring the free market's liberation to the people of Arcadia. And Arcadia's bounty to the rest of the galaxy, of course. Got a convoy overdue back from the landing pad. Admit I'm a bit worried. I was hoping you'd seen him. Rather worried enemy drones might be to blame. Them Protectorate drones been a serious menace of late. Heard Trooper Faulkner shot a few. You find a way to put a stop to them, there's a bounty for it. Oh, we got everything. One of them, at least. Clinic's over there on your left. Watering hole's a bit down on the right. Market's a straight shot down the lane.
Muy bien.
As I've never heard of her, can't say I can. Seems like Minister Milver Street knows everybody, though. Probably ask him. Anything else?
Bueno, que tengas un buen día.
Once again, welcome to Fairfield, the official new home of free trade and self-reliance on Eden.
Me dejan entrar con el arma, qué raro.